Hello, you guys. Welcome to the Shella D. Bridgman Show. This is Shella D. Bridgman, and this is my testimony. Hello. It is Thursday evening. It is 9:22 p.m., and I'm checking in with you guys. We're pretty close to ending this year up, and I've been forced to be quiet. My phone, I'm waiting for my new phone, and I tried to do some job stuff today, and one app wouldn't let me in, and like last week it would let me in, or a couple days ago it would let me in, but today it wanted to send me a text to confirm, and the text, I couldn't receive that because I don't have that phone number anymore. And the other people that I've worked for many years, looks like I don't have an account, and so I tried to create one, and I couldn't create one. So, like I told the young man at the store, I'm being forced to wait on God. So I am believing that tomorrow is the day that I really need to deal with this job situation, because tomorrow is the day that I'm supposed to go back to work. Like, in terms of my schedule, I've been off, and tomorrow night is when I should go back to work, according to my schedule. Excuse me, but I really believe I'm not going back to work. And I just had an epiphany tonight. I was listening to this guy. I told you guys about this guy that did the sermon about something about don't end the year with mad or something like that, angry or something like that. And I took the time to listen to the sermon, and it was one I needed to hear. That's why I really wanted to make sure that I, heard it. And how you feel convicted? Like I said, you know the truth when you hear it. When I think about me, and I think about my path, my life, my journey, my purpose, my work, my passion, my heart, my shortcomings, my challenges, everything. I know that some things, I believe, like the life that I want is the life that I see myself, the life that I see for myself is a life that I've wanted since I was a teenager, right? So I knew back then what my purpose and passion was way back in high school. I knew my personality and everything, right? And so, let me take the glasses off. So, let me get to it. So the guy said, what hit me was attitude. And I'm just being honest with you, full disclosure. I'm like, do I tell these people this, right? But you've listened to me. You've listened to me. But listen, let me start here. Let me back up. Let me start here. I did laundry today. Okay, so I'm inching into this thing with this job. I read something online today, and it said about, don't make a decision. Let it air out. Give it some time before you make a decision, right? So then I heard Bishop talking about, you're about to walk away from something. And then, and he's saying, don't do it. And then, I heard this young lady saying, something about it's time to move on. You know what I mean? And, I really feel like my time is up on this job. I don't know. My whole point is to leave gracefully. That's my whole point. God, like Joyce says, God knows where to find you. He knows where I am. I believe this whole thing has been set up. The fact that, like, right now, at a time when I'm in the middle of this thing, I'm cold, you guys. I'm in the car. My feet are so cold. I'm cold. Um, right now, when I'm going through this thing with my job, is exactly when I don't have cell phone service. So I can't talk to anybody. I can't talk to anybody. I can't slip up and talk to somebody and ask for advice. Nothing. All I have to do is sit. That's all I can do is sit and wait. And be quiet and listen. You know, I saw an ad online for my online class. I saw an ad online. I'm like, what the heck? With my name and everything on it. And then, you know, I saw my book on Walmart. My book is on Walmart. It's on Walmart's website. I'm like, what the heck? It's on Walmart's website. So it's like, and there's a whole thing. I looked, I did some clicking, and there's a thing about intellectual property and stuff. And if you think this or whatever, they're selling my book on Walmart's website. Now, from the outside, that looks good. Like, I'm in Walmart. But, that means Walmart would get the money, right? Okay, well, I just warmed up a little bit. So, I'm in the middle of this thing with the job, right? So every day, like I said, I'm just kind of going with it. Okay, what do I need to do? So today I did my laundry. Okay, which is a big deal. I washed all of my stuff for work so I can turn it into them. I just got warm. You guys, tell me this is a real thing. So, I washed everything. I washed my stuff to turn into them, and man, I just got hot. I'm serious. And I'm planning on dealing with this tomorrow. When I was doing the laundry at this laundromat, like kind of like the same people go on certain days or something. I used to see this couple on Thursdays, right? But so I saw this lady. I don't know if I've seen her before. I don't think I have. I'm like, hot, you guys. This is crazy. So I saw this lady, and I'm doing my laundry, and you know I got stuff on my mind and everything, but I'm okay. You know what? I actually really feel good. That's the thing, is that I actually feel good. Even though this is a lot, I have to make a decision about what I'm going to do. I don't feel bad. I don't feel, I don't feel bad. I feel good, and that's how I know that I'm doing the right thing, because it's a heck of a decision, right, to walk away from your job. But I'm trying to get this coat off. I'm like really hot all of a sudden. I guess I just came to life. Get this thing undone. But where's my mic? Where's my mic? Okay, there it is. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. I feel peace, even though this is a risk to take, because I've slowed down, because I'm not distracted by stuff. I'm make sure we're still recording. I'm sorry, you guys. I gotta get this coat off. I was freezing. I have a coat on. I had a scarf on my head, wrapped around my neck, and everything. And I am like literally overheated. You can hear me getting out of this stuff. You know I don't believe in the pause button, right? Unless it's an emergency. So, I left the library and came back. There's so many cars over here. I'm like, dang, all these people in the parking lot. Okay. Okay, so, alright. So here's the thing. Even though I have all this stuff going on, I really do feel good. I feel peace, right? I I went online to these two different apps trying to, like, set something up for myself, right? Like, okay, like, I'm not going to just leave my job. I'm going to get something going and all this stuff. Nothing. I couldn't get it going, right? For one reason or another, I could not get connected. Okay, it's like, fine. But when I was doing my laundry, I saw this lady. That I don't know if I've really seen her before, and she had the same dog bed. Now he has a whole bunch of beds, but this one that he's been using lately, that I just bought it, and he's been using it. She has the same bed. And I'm like, okay. She has a little dog and little chihuahua. And I kept, and I don't really talk to people because I'm, one wrong move and I'm like, oh my goodness, So I really do say to myself, I don't really talk to people. And so she was leaving out of the laundromat and she left her doggy bed in there. And I'm like, you might want to get that, right? And she's like, I'm just going to walk over here. And then I think she went ahead and put it in her truck or whatever, she had, a van or something, right? So I wanted to show her, because I had gotten that much stuff out of the dryer. I wanted to show her that I had the same bed, right? And I felt like she was a little tiffed about what I said and everything. And then she went and she came back and, excuse me, and then I think she said something on her way back. And I showed her, I said, look, I showed her that I had the same bed because I had just gotten it out of the dryer. I showed her that I had the same bed, and then I showed her this little coat that he has, my little guy has, right? It matches the bed, right? It's the black and white plaid kind of thing, right? And she was like, oh, that's so cute. Where'd you get that from? She said, the same place. I said, yeah. And I don't know how I gave it to her, right? I gave her the little coat. I don't know why she didn't ask for it. I think it was because she was saying, where did you get it from? And I think I asked her if she wanted it, right? It's funny how people will be so honest. And then she said, that'll really help. She said, because we're living in my car, right? This was an older lady. She looked like she was about 70, right? I'm like, this is crazy. So that caused me some grief, because I'm like, what the heck is going on that these older people are living in their vehicles? What is going on, right? And this is a woman. She was by herself. So it's it's a really nice little coat. It has the fur on the inside, and I had just washed it. And the funny thing was, it shrunk a little bit. But somehow when it was drying, the Velcro came together. So it was put together, it wasn't even open. It was like put together like on display, right? That was like really crazy. That was crazy. But oh shoot. Oh, come on, you guys. Give me a break. All of that's okay. Life's imperfections. But yeah, so I gave it to her. And she hugged me. And I hugged her back, and she said, Merry Christmas. And it's like, so that's Christmas for somebody that's down on their luck. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. It's like, man, when I was thrifting yesterday, I guess it was yesterday, and I saw this man, and he was picking up some Christmas trees from the thrift store, and it was like little, like a foot tall Christmas tree. It's like, man, people are really suffering. People are really suffering, and people really, they're suffering, and they're doing all these little things to try to have joy and happiness. It's like how some people don't celebrate their birthdays because they think it's not important or whatever. And these are people that are like really, you know, really down and out, and they get a little foot tall tree for Christmas because that's what they can afford, and they want to acknowledge Christmas. It's like, anyhow. You've probably heard me say before, I don't touch me, right? But the lady, she hugged me and I hugged her back, and I knew she meant it. You know what I mean? Just like how I meant giving that little coat to her. She said it'll help. Because that thing is warm. That thing is, he's taking it off. He has coats. He has stuff. That's what I'm saying. For me, saying whatever is going on with me, he has it good. He has a little wardrobe and everything, little raincoat, but she said this will help because we're living in my car or my truck. And that's going to keep her, and those chihuahuas, they really need something. So that's going to be good for her little dog, and it's a boy too, so that was so good. So I say all that to say, when I finally made it to the library, and I listened to, because I have no internet, and I listened to this guy's sermon, and I was hit with attitude, what he said about don't end the year angry. I think that's what it was. Don't end the year angry. And it somehow in the sermon it was about attitude. He's talking about Moses and how he didn't make it to the promised land because I always think about that too, right? He did all this great work and this and that and this and that and this and that, but he didn't make it because of his temper, because of his anger, right? I oftentimes think about that, and so that's what he said. He said, don't let one person keep you from getting to your promised land. He said, and that one person is you. So I say all that to say that I'm a woman of a particular age. I have certain abilities. I have certain gifts. And, but I can be a little mean. And the reason why I backed up and went around the corner with the giving the lady the coat is because my heart is good. And that's why I keep saying, God, God knows my heart. The stuff that I've done for people, for strangers. And that's what I'm saying. That's another part of why I think I'm supposed to tell you this stuff. Because it's like, but if you see me every day, if you see me at work or something, you may not get that from me. You may not get that from me. I give it, certain people see it from me. Certain people. If you're nice, if you're not, I tend to not go around the ugly. It's like I don't have the energy to go around the ugly. If you have an attitude, I just can't even deal with it because I don't have the energy, right? But if you're a little sweetheart or something, you bring that out in me, then I can drop my barriers and I can just then I can, like the guy says, I match energy, right? So then that's what comes out of me, right? But if I see something, that's why I keep saying that person's nice, because that's what's important to me. Because if you're nice, then it's easier for me to give you that part of myself, right? But yeah. So attitude. That's why I told you my mother used to tell me God don't like ugly. So I've had this attitude my whole life. Just angry about stuff, angry about life, angry about what I didn't have, what I don't have, and I've been in survival mode my whole life. You know, it's surprising I don't look 82, you know, but I have been in survival mode my whole life, and that's what I was saying. I'm very much in survival mode right now, but that's what I was saying about at least to have some money to do something for somebody else. I've never been able to do that, right? It's been in my heart, but I've never been able to do it. So survival mode in one aspect, but in another way, no, because I can, if I want something to eat, I can go buy it. I can afford it. Have the money for gas or whatever. Instead of being in survival mode to the point that you don't even know, you don't even have gas to go anywhere. You know what I mean? That's how I've been living. That is how I've been living, and that that's why it's like I need a vacation from life, you know? That's why I don't have a desire to travel the world. Um I just want a house. I want a house with some land so I'm not sitting on top of some, they have like $1 million homes and they're like a foot next to another house. It's like, are you kidding me? That means when you open your window and they open their, you can hear everything going on in their house. And it's like millions of dollars. Like, really? But yeah, that's why. That is exactly why. And I feel good in saying this. Um, that's why I just want a house with some land. That's why that's all I want. I mean, that's not all I want, but you know what I mean? Because I'm tired. I'm tired of struggling, surviving, holding my breath. I'm tired of holding my breath. I'm tired of it. Look, you can hear it in my voice. I'm tired of it, and I want a place that I can go to that is my own, where I'm not sitting on top of somebody else, where, just to sit on my porch, I'm staring at somebody's face. You know what I mean? I can't. I can't. I cannot. And I've made it this far. I've made it this far. Again, I'm a woman of a particular age, and I've made it this far, but I really want to rest. I really want to rest. I want to work. This is the work that I want to do, but I want to rest. I want to rest. Like the place that I told you, like you can't, something about 6 feet. That's what I was saying. It seems like it's really close to the other place, but I don't know. I don't know what God has planned. I do not know. I do not know. But that's what I'm saying. My heart. I know my heart. I know the things that I've done. I know kids that I have seen in the store and they just look like, and I just bought them groceries and laundry detergent because this one little kid, his mother took her money, she got her check and went across the border with some man. And it was just these teenagers, they didn't have any food or anything. I bought them food, laundry detergent, you know what I mean? I have done stuff. I've done stuff. And it pains me to see the stuff, how people are suffering. I know my heart. That's why I say God knows my heart. But I can be a little mean because I'm tired. I'm tired. You know, I'm just tired. When people say good morning, no, I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired of scrimping and struggling and with the you youngins, if you youngins, but that's not what it says on the thing. There used to be a poster that says "Hang in there, baby," and the cat is hanging on by his little paws, right? That's me every day. That's me every day for years, my whole life. That's me hanging in there, baby, and I'm just tired. I'm just tired. That's why you might see a different version of me when I have more breath in my body. But I'm tired. I'm tired of suffering, and I'm tired of struggling. And look at me. I'm just telling you guys about it. Getting stressed out on the long pillow, the $4 pillow. I just love it. But and he's like me. He bites me. I tell you, he bites me. He busted my lip twice. 2 days in a row. Busted my lip. I was like, I can't even be mad at him. I can't even be mad at him because he didn't do it on purpose. It's hard head. It's hard head. But how he just bites me all day. But when people see him, they go, "Oh, he's so sweet." He's so hard on me. He is so he. I'm telling you, he kicks me, and you should see how he's trying to roll the window down. He is always trying to roll the window down, and I put him in the back in that box, his little room, and I tell him, people don't understand. They don't understand. How you gonna drive a car and the dog is rolling the windows down? You can't do that. You can't do that. But he's so good. He let me sleep today. I was tired. That's, I mean, he's like me. He will bite you. He will bite you all day long. His first answer is no. But when I really need him to be good, he really is. He is. But yeah, so that is my word for the day. It's a little bit longer today. Just trying to do something. But yeah, so again, where I'm at with this job situation, I've just tried to put some space in between me and the situation. And I've been taking some breaths, and I really believe that we're closing this year out. I've been committed. God told me to do this every day. I've been doing it every day, no matter what, right? And I believe there's something that He wants to do for me. He really wants to give me an opportunity. He really wants to do some things for me, but my attitude. It's not that I don't have abilities. It's not that I don't have gifts. It's not that I'm not anointed, as they say. But my attitude. I'm saying it out loud. I'm telling everybody, you gotta look at yourself in the mirror. I live well with myself because I'm a person of character in that I'm not dishonest and stuff like that. And, I care and stuff like that, but I can be mean. Like I told the guy about this. The guy came to the job telling me about the last time he was there. Him and the guy, they had a thing about raising the chair and lowering the chair. I just walked out. Like, I know you're not talking to me about that. That's not even worth opening your mouth for, So, yeah, attitude. It's like, and this is what I really want to say out loud. This is what I acknowledge. That situation with the guy, how he came at me about my job, like he was going to. I hadn't done anything to him. If I could tell you all the things that I did for him, really, seriously, he didn't see any attitude. The attitude I'm saying I have, nothing, nada, at all. I really did things for him, but I will not divulge what, because that, I just don't, I don't want to disrespect that, right? But I really did things for him. So for him to come at me and realize that he was actually trying to take my job, that does not help a person like me. Right? It does not help a person like me. And then for me to give him the job, and then he turn around and like spin it like he was trying to help me. I know what I said about throwing him in the trash. I know what I said. But I meant that. If you only knew how kind, that's what I'm saying. Kind I was to him. I was kind. I gave him everything I had, really. I don't mean anything weird or nothing like that. Nothing at all. But I just cannot say. You know what I mean? That's when it crosses into doing something for somebody and then you telling somebody. That's not cool. I don't believe in that. But yeah, I was really kind to him. I really showed him my heart, and for him to turn around and do that to me, that makes a person bitter, makes a person angry, and then it doesn't help with their attitude. But this is what I came up with tonight myself. If I didn't have the problem that I have with my attitude, I could have come to him a different way, and I could have said I could have spoken to him and dealt with the situation in that way instead of just not saying anything and just shutting down. You know, I could have, but I didn't have it in me to deal with it any other way, because for me, really, in all seriousness, no, you know how people like celebrities and stuff, oh, I didn't mean it. No, I meant what I said. But if I wasn't so burnt and I had a little bit of something in me, then maybe I could have dealt with it a different way instead of just shutting down. You know, there's a little unforgiveness sprinkled in there, you know. There's a little bit of all that stuff. Because that's what did I say? I throw you in the trash with everybody else. Because that's the kind of stuff that I've seen from people. But that from him, that was not warranted, because I gave him my heart. I was kind to him. He didn't see any attitude. He saw it in me, how I treated other people, because of the. That's what it is. If you do something to me, then that's how I treat you. That's what it is. But I didn't treat him that way. Never, not one day. I told him all kinds of, like I said, payroll information, everything, how to get his job done, and not depend on anybody else, because they may not know. And we were there overnight, so you can't necessarily, you don't want to be in a position that you have to call your supervisor at 3 o'clock in the morning and wake them up. You just don't want to do that. You want to know how to take care of it, right? I did everything I could to help him, and that was how he repaid me. It was by trying to take my job. But if I was not if I could have handled it a different way and said something to him. I'm not saying that that's what I should have done, but I'm saying that maybe. And then there's the other part of saying it without an attitude, right? Because I'm telling you, he's a powder keg. So could I have said it without an attitude, right? Again, attitude. And that's what this guy was saying in the sermon is, be careful how you present things. So I think what I need to do from here is I need to make sure that I am true to myself, in that I said that there's a speed that everybody's comfortable with. I need to not put myself in positions that I really just know that are just not good for me. And I need to honor myself. And I think if I honor myself, that's number one. If I honor myself and know what was just a no for me, was just not good for me, right? If I honor myself and then really focus on the best version of myself, I can get there. But you can't put yourself in a position that you just should not be in. If you hate the heat, don't take a job where you in the heat. Just don't do that. They're never gonna get the best version of you. Don't do it, right? So if I can at least honor myself and do what I know is just what's best for me. Start there. Start there, because you can't do what's not good for yourself and then expect the best to come from it, right? You can't do that. So that's why God shut it down. I believe that, because I could have kept running and taken, these apps, these people that I've worked for in the past. I could have just jumped on there and been off and running to the races, and kept going and not gotten the lesson, right? And for all I know, we're what, 2 weeks away from this year being over. Well, Christmas is in a few days, so I guess we're about 2 weeks away from, if that, me and my math, we will soon be ending this year. For all I know, all he wants me to do is get the lesson, right? Like, maybe I don't have to go around the mountain another time. Those of you that know what I'm talking about. Maybe I don't have to go around the mountain another time. Maybe he just wants me to get the lesson and focus on it. And then I will be delivered from purgatory. Maybe he just wants me to get the lesson. And then I can work on it. But maybe what do they say? You have to first at least admit that you have a problem. So maybe that's all he wanted me to do, and then he'll help me to move forward. But no matter what, look, I'm telling you, I have done these little videos, and they've been being uploaded in a matter of minutes, seconds, right? Minutes. Whereas I've had videos and they're taking forever to upload. I'm telling you, that's what I'm saying. He won't let me get to the job app. He won't let me talk on the phone, but he's helping me to upload these videos, get them completed and uploaded. That's what I'm saying. That's the God that I know. But you have to see it, right? You have to see it. That's what I'm saying. He allows stuff. He has shut down I'm like, let me go get me one of these little jobs, right? Keep the money coming in. Let me go get me one of these little jobs, because I get paid, I can get paid right away, right? Put it like that. And he won't let me access them. He will not, has not let me access them. Can't talk on the phone. Can't sit up and play on the internet without coming to the library, right? So that means whatever I do, I'm going to make it meaningful, because I don't want to be sitting here like this, right? But what has he done with no problem? Help me to get these videos done. Facts. Okay? So I hope you hear me. I'm telling you, you gotta see it, but you gotta see it. Just like I told that young man yesterday. I can see it. That was another opportunity. I'm trying to go around what he is set up for me. This delay is for a reason, because he's wanted me to be quiet. He has wanted me to be quiet and hear what he's trying to tell me and get me to focus. We're going into a whole nother year. I cannot take the same attitude into the new year. Do I have abilities? Yes. Am I anointed? Yes, I am. And that's not prideful. You know what I mean? That's me just stating it. You know what I mean? Anointed means that's something from God. That means it's not me. That's what anointed means. That means I have something that He has given me. Oof. That's what it means. To say I'm anointed is not prideful. That's acknowledging Him. That's saying that it's not me. If I tell you I'm good at it, then I'm saying it's me. I'm giving the credit to Him. He has given me something that He wants to be used for His purposes. That's what I'm saying. but the man has to be prepared to fulfill his purpose. I need to be prepared to fulfill his purpose. Has he given me stuff? Yes, he has, but I need to be prepared. So that's it, you guys. That's my word. Be prepared. Get prepared. Okay? That's my word. You know, I'm thinking about Wendy, and I think I'm gonna borrow something from her. It's a shame, the life we live, you know. We don't know where it's going. We don't know where it's gonna end up. We just don't know. For the better or the worse, we don't know. So I'm gonna borrow this from her. I'm gonna pay honor to her. A gifted, talented, and smart lady. I love you for watching. Talk to you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.